Welcome to your spreadsheet. I know this is probably the overwhelming piece for you, but this is a very simple starter spreadsheet because you're doing individual item raffles. It doesn't need to be very complicated. I only have 3 tabs at this point. That doesn't mean it won't grow if our needs evolve during the event. So right now at the bottom you'll see you have a tab for cumulative store history. That's this one right here. This tab's going to be important since we're doing the grand prize drawing at the end. I've already pre-coded it to number ticket sales, and I'll show you how to cut and paste into it in just a second. Second tab is ticket list by items. So let's say the very first thing you decide to raffle off, you decide to go blingy, are Angelina's earrings. So you'll put whatever item you've decided to do in that column right there. And it's also pre-numbered, and I'll show you what information to put there. And then the third tab is your list of items. So I just started with the earrings. I put the rings over here as the final treasures to have like 3. So it's like a take on the big spender, except they don't have to be a big spender to qualify, which can be motivating to get people to play. So we're going to start with the cumulative store history. This is where you're going to do the most formatting, but it's really not that hard once you get the hang of it. There's just one thing you have to remember. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to use my store history, even though it is a little funky. So basically, I'm just click and drag, left click, pull all the way over. You want the 1, and then just all the way down. And then you're going to right click and copy. So right click on any of the blue, copy it. All right. Then you're going to come to your first page of the spreadsheet. On the very first item, you're going to start on row 2 just because the top line is going to be not used because that's where the ticket number thing is. I'm just going to Control V to paste it, and it pops in there. It's in the formatting. You see it actually already fits to the lines. It fits to the columns. It's a simple cut and paste. And you'll just have to pretend that all my items were the same price. Now the very first thing you have to do after you paste it is come over here to data. Don't unhighlight it. I hope you didn't unhighlight it. It's okay if you did. You can just rehighlight it. I'm going to go to data. And I'm going to need to sort it because right now the store history is in reverse purchase order. And I want them to get their tickets in the order that they bought from the store. So I'm going to sort this range. It's important that you do range and not column. Sort the range by column A, Z through A. So what that's going to do, it's going to reverse this so that the first thing purchased, the highest number, becomes the first thing on the list. So then it's counting down. Sort range. So now I have 500 items, and if I scroll all the way down, oops, sorry, it gets a little speedy. If I scroll all the way down, the very last person to buy was person number 1, so they have ticket number 500. So that's all the formatting you have to do on this page in the spreadsheet. So pretty straightforward. Next part is I'm going to highlight only the username. Now that I've got it in order, I'm going to highlight only the username from this piece, because this is what I'm going to take for the item. Sorry, it's a long thing to highlight. All right, so I'm going to copy this. So basically I've copied all 500 people that have purchased a ticket. I'm going to come over here to purchase list by item, and I'm going to Control V to paste it in there. So those are my 500 ticket holders for that item. The difference between these 2 sheets is sheet 1 is going to keep going and going and going for thousands of tickets. Sheet 2 is going to start over at 1 on every single item. So you would repeat this step for the 200, 300, 500, however many tickets you sell per item, each item. Okay?